cloaked fleet would generate significant subspace distortions. Why do you ask?
Commander, we're receiving a transmission.
Source?
I'm having trouble pinpointing it. Should I notify the captain?
No, she didn't want to be disturbed. Brought the call here. I'm Commander Chakotay of the starship Voyager.
This is Supreme Archon Law from the Rakal Imperium. Why haven't you ejected your warp core as your captain agreed?
We're en route to the planet you specified. We can't jettison the core until we get there.
If we don't receive the core within 10 hours, my armada will destroy your ship. This is...
Work with Harry. I want to know the source of that transmission.
Understood.
Commander, you'll be relieved to know I've given the captain a clean bill of health.
Did you run a neurological scan?
Mm-hmm. Her brain activity and cognitive functions are completely normal. As far as I can tell, she's perfectly fit, physically and mentally.
Thank you, Doctor. Chakotay to the captain. Computer, locate Captain Janeway.
Computer, belay that. My quarters, now. Really, Chakotay. Sending the doctor to check up on me.
I'm concerned.
Then why didn't you come to me directly? I thought we trusted each other.
So did I. Something happened on that away mission that you're not telling me.
I've told you everything you need to know.
You've consulted me on every major decision over the last 7 years, except this one. Why?
There are some decisions a captain has to make on her own.
I understand that. But every instinct tells me what you're doing is wrong. Don't you remember what happened on Lessig Prime?
I don't see how that's relevant.
I think you do. 15 years ago, you were the lieutenant who escaped in the dark. If you hadn't questioned your captain's orders, the entire away team would have been lost.
This situation's entirely different.
You never told me that story. I made it up. Chakotay to Tuvok.
I've erected a dam.
I should have been there.
You were on a mission everyone understood. It's so good to see you, Harry.
Doc! Mr. Paris, Voyager's pilot, medic, and an occasional thorn in my side. Where have you been hiding yourself?
Busy.
New holo novel?
I'll make sure to get your input before I send it off to my publisher. Aren't you going to introduce me to your date?
Mr. Paris, meet Lana, my blushing bride.
You're married?
Tomorrow is our 2-week anniversary.
Well, congratulations. My invitation must have gotten lost in subspace.
Oh, you should be flattered. We took a page from your book and eloped.
Joe has a real flair for romantic gestures.
Joe?
I decided I couldn't get married without a name.
It took you 33 years to come up with Joe?
It was Lana's grandfather's name.
Oh, so you're not,
A hologram? No.
Mr. Paris, I'm surprised you'd even ask. I thought we were beyond those sorts of distinctions.
Are you kidding? I think it's great. I'm in a mixed marriage myself, remember?
Speaking of which, where is that wife of yours?
The High Council had a lot of questions.
What did you tell them?
The truth, with a Klingon twist. I told them that my beloved former captain, who had saved my life many times in glorious battle, would be honored to submit Karath's house for consideration.
Do you think it'll work?
I'm just the Federation liaison, but I'd like to think I have some influence. You still haven't told me why you're trying to help Karath.
He's an old friend.
Would this old friend have anything to do with the mission that you sent my daughter on?
Sorry, Belana, but you know I can't talk about that.
Couldn't you at least have waited until after the reunion? She really wanted to be here.
She'll be home soon, I promise.
May I have everyone's attention, please? 10 years ago tonight, this crew returned home from the longest away mission in Starfleet history. 23 years together made you a family. One I'm proud to have been a part of. Let us raise our glasses to the journey.
To the journey. And to those who aren't here to celebrate it with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, Meet the Borg. Over the course of this term, you're going to become intimately familiar with the collective. You'll learn about the assimilation process, the Borg hierarchy, and the psychology of the hive mind. And when it comes to your performance in this class, my expectations are going to be no different than the Borg Queen herself. Perfection. This semester, we are very fortunate to have a special guest lecturer, the woman who literally wrote the book on the Borg, Admiral Catherine Janeway.
Thank you, Commander. I'm glad to be here. A question already, Cadet.
I suppose it could wait until after class, Admiral.
As they say in the Temporal Mechanics Department, there's no time like the present.
In the year 2377, you aided the Borg resistance movement known as Unimatrix Zero.
Sounds like someone's been reading ahead.
I thought you had a question, Cadet.
Yes, ma'am. When you informed the Queen that you were going to liberate thousands of her drones, could you describe the look on her face?